Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Susie from Susie's Room for Crochet and I'm here today as I think one of my koi fish are pregnant. So I thought what I was going to do is make like a little spawning mop to go into the pond, so she has somewhere to lay the eggs. I mean, she looks like quite double the size of what she was, so I think that she's pregnant. She could have just grown, but just in case, I'm going to make a little spawning mop to hang in my pond. And to do that, I'm going to use some chunky weight yarn, and I've got some old wine corks from bottles of wine that we've drunk, and I'm going to use my blocking board to wind the yarn round. So basically these like spawning mops are just like large tassels. So just grab your yarn if you want to make one and take something to wind it around. I'm not sure if I've got this all in camera focus. Get like a board or a book or anything like to wind it around, and just go round and round maybe 20 times. Keep winding yours round and round, and I will be back when I've got like enough of this yarn wound around my board. Okay, so I'm back. I think this should be quite enough. Just do one more, and then what we're going to do is snip at the end, and then take a piece of yarn, maybe let's say about 18 inches long, and just I'm going to take my darning needle because it will make it a bit easier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just take your darning needle and go through the yarn like that, and just pull your needle out. And then what you're going to do is bring these ends to meet and just tie tightly at the top. So tie that tightly, just make a couple of knots and just leave that bit, that's part of the bottom. And then turn your board so that you're at the opposite end and just snip along here. Okay, so now we've got this like so. I should have probably tied that a bit tighter actually. I'm just going to go round the other end and tie it a bit tighter. And then just flip it back over and tie it one more time. And once more. Then you should be looking like this. And then what you're going to do is get another piece of yarn, maybe like 12 inches long, and just place it like maybe 2 inches from the top and tie that. Just knot it a couple of times. And then what you can do is just grab your darning needle again and thread that through the centre, and the same for the other piece. Or you could just leave it hanging, but I'm going through the whole tassel process. Just push that down. So now you should be looking like that. tassel should be looking like that. You can just trim up these ends. And then I'm going to take my cork and tie that on, because that way this will float. So just wind your yarn around and tie it on. And hopefully this will stay on. If the cork comes off and it doesn't stay on, what I'm going to do is like drill a little hole through and tie it on that way. But I've left a little bit of string here. Sorry, I'm not sure if I had that in camera view. I've left a little piece of string here to tie it onto something on my pond if I want to, or it can just float, and that's how it looks. And the fish can just like lay their eggs on this, and that's where they'll stay and hopefully won't get eaten. But I'll let you know how I get on. If I do get any fish eggs laid on it, I will take some pictures for you, and I will keep you updated. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon in another video. Bye for now.